Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. 15 seconds to Facebook Live. I'm going to see if this actually works. I'm so nervous. Not really. Here we go. Let's see what happens. All right, we should be live on Facebook. Let's see. Yes, here we go. Yes, we are. Wow, holy crap. We're on 4 channels: Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. Good morning, Siobhan. Good morning. Good morning. Just waiting for a few more people to arrive. And, well, how are you doing, Siobhan? Yes, I'm pouring coffee. Is my microphone loud enough? I can turn it up a little bit. There, now it's a little louder. Hope that's okay. Good morning. My volume is very low. All right, I'll turn it all the way up. How's that? Maybe I'll lean in a little bit. Is that better? Michael Cunningham, is that better? I'm hoping so. All right, better. Good morning. Hi. So this is a test of all 4 streaming platforms. So far, we've got someone from YouTube. We've got someone from Periscope. Siobhan is one of our admins. Of course, she's been working with Dave Feldman. And Brendan Rogers, hi from Australia. We're going to try a little bit later to get Richard on via Skype, but it'll take some finagling. We've never done it before. So Richard is right now running around and testing to see that he can see all the streams. Siobhan says, I hope you continue these through next month so I can participate more. Yes, we will. I plan to do this on a regular basis. Yes. I would really love to know how many people are watching. I don't have that kind of real-time analysis. All I have is an aggregated chat window. Let me see if I can see anything like that. Oh, stats. Look at that. Yes, I can. I can see stats. And what does it say? Oh, it has nothing to do with people. It's just dropped frames and recording, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. All right, I'll close the stats. We can find out later, afterwards. How y'all doing this morning? I did a fat fast yesterday, and I posted on Facebook about it. And, people were like, what? Heavy cream? What? Zorrentini? What is this drink? And I didn't eat anything yesterday. I had coffee with heavy cream, and I had the, what do you call it? Passion fruit, hibiscus tea with no sugar and heavy cream in the afternoon. And that was it. And let's see. So I woke up this morning a little bit hungry, but I took my water and salt and, my daily magnesium and vitamin D and fish oil and glycine that I take. And that hunger went away. Michael, so what are you using to stream to all the platforms? It's called Restream, restream.io. And it's free. Well, okay, it's not free. If you want to do Facebook Live, it's at least $15 a month. What I want to see is somebody on Facebook Live leaving me messages, and I don't see that yet. And I don't see anyone on Twitch either. Let me go to my dashboard here and see. Nobody on Facebook Live yet. 4 people on YouTube stream. 1 person on Twitch. That's good. And it says Periscope. I have a warning. Video bitrate is too high. Recommended 800. All right, let's see if I can fix that. Let's see. Settings, video. All right. Output. Bitrate. Let's go 800. All right, so I scaled down the bitrate a little bit, so it might be a little lower quality. And let's see what happens here. Audio bitrate is too high for Periscope. Let's change that. Audio. Apparently I can't change it while I'm doing it. All right, well, it was fine yesterday, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Look at that. Is that Deb Ronson? Are you on Twitch or Facebook? That looks like Twitch. Wondering about GKI. How important is it? How do you calculate it? You know, that is a question I don't know. I believe that's the glucose ketone index, right? I'm just Googling it right now. Yeah, there are tools out there to calculate it. It's not one that I've used, but it apparently monitors the therapeutic efficacy for metabolic management, right? It's something that Dr. Seyfried talks about, especially in the context of cancer. I know that, but no, I'm not. I don't measure mine. Brandon knows about that, I think. Siobhan says. Still nobody on Facebook. Let's see. I'm gonna head over. I'm sorry. Yeah, Facebook. I'm gonna head over there and see if I can't. Oh man, that looks nasty. Looks nasty on Facebook. What happened? I think it might be my. Oh man, that looks nasty. Yeah. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna change my settings back. I think I was at 2200. Let's see. No, 1900. Bear with me. All right, let's see if that clears it up for anybody. Deb, I'm so sorry about cancer. I'll tell you what, though, Thomas Seyfried is the guy to talk to or listen to about cancer, and he's doing the research at Boston College. We interviewed him a week or so ago, and and he's doing remarkable things. He basically says that the, the two major fuels of just about every cancer, the two fuels are glucose and glutamine. And glucose we know how to reduce, but glutamine is from amino acids. So, but you can't just lower protein to lower glutamine. There's some drugs that do it. There's an experimental drug that isn't available, but there are some drugs that attempt to do it. I love this, Brandon. Brandon Rogers says, keep up the good work. It seems that intermittent fasting and keto may soon be seen as just a normal, healthy state to be in, with occasional carb cycles also being fine when health is restored sufficiently. I totally agree. Instead of talking about becoming keto adapted, we might be talking about becoming keto normalized. Yeah, or or rid of carbohydrate poisoning is another way to put that. Yes, I believe that this is our natural state, and the way that we have been, the state that we have been in for millions of years, or at least hundreds of thousands of years. Still having a problem with Periscope, not sure why, and I still don't have anybody from Facebook Live. And I don't know why. But that's okay. Looks like YouTube is humming along. Oh, Richard says lots of us on Facebook. Richard Morris is on Skype with me. He says lots of us on Facebook. Anyone commenting? I don't see Facebook comments. Actually, a lot of people use Facebook, Siobhan, you know that. But you're right, they are sort of, Facebook is having a crisis right now. Have you found any way to help with loose skin after weight loss? Yes. Fasting. Intermittent fasting. Uh, and it's only anecdotal, but it seems like the autophagy process, which happens, which really gets kicked up when you fast, but it happens naturally, normally all the time, of recycling proteins, um, helps with loose skin. And again, it's anecdotal, but Megan Ramos says of their hundreds of patients that fast all the time, intermittent fasting and extended fasting, none of them have loose skin. Whereas I know lots of people who have dieted the old-fashioned way, and you know, Michael Cunningham, finishing up my 5-day fast this evening. Not sure if I'm breaking with burgers cooked in bacon grease or pork rind breaded chicken. That's such choices, you know. All right, Richard is saying, I'm watching you on Facebook and Periscope, about a 5-second lag. Yeah, there's going to be a lag. There's going to be a lag, but I'm not getting the comments from Facebook, which is kind of disheartening. We'll try to figure out why. I suppose I can go on my phone, right, and watch it, turn the volume down, and get comments from Facebook. I suppose I can do that. Let me do that now. Oh, except that I turned on airplane mode so my phone wouldn't bother me. All right, let's see. Here we go. Come on now. Here it is. Oh, here we go. Live stream. Okay, now I can watch. Okay, cool. Now I got Facebook comments. Justin Hamilton, cheers from Houston, Texas. Cheers to you, Justin. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. All right. Now I have all the comments. If I can just get my phone to stand up, we'll be happy. Hi, Stacy on Facebook. Stacy White. Used to hearing only your voices. Yeah. Mary Lee on Facebook says, guys, the discovery of everything chicken skin has turned me into an actual stalker at my local butcher shop. Thanks a lot. Michelle says, do you feel it's important to have a ketone meter? Um, well, it really was helpful for me because I want to know what foods or activities or whatever knock me out of ketosis. So, yeah, I have this, as I showed you last night, this Freestyle Optium Neo, and Richard has the same thing. And it comes with two kinds of strips. Hang on. What happened? I don't know. Comes with two kinds of strips. The pink ones, and I know it's kind of hard to see the color here, but the pink ones are the ketone strips and the blue ones are the glucose strips. And I like to know both. I like to know what my blood glucose is, and typically if the blood glucose is low, then the ketones are high or higher, and it measures beta hydroxybutyrate in your blood. Let's see. How can you fast if you take medications? 2 times a day, 12 hours apart, you have to take with food. I don't know how to answer that. I think you should probably talk to your doctor about it. Anything to do with medications, you have to be very careful. In fact, yeah, I would just leave it there. Talk to your doctor about it. Certainly not eating for a portion of the day that you're not taking medication is probably going to do you some good, but I would talk to your doctor. Love the recipes that you guys share and your real life experiences. Thank you, Stacy White. Brenda Locke, great to see you, Carl. Thanks to you and Richard for all you do. I've learned a lot and I'm able to talk to my doctor as an educated consumer. Well, here's to you, Brenda. How soon do you measure your blood ketone levels when testing a particular food? If you go to, well, there is a link somewhere, but if you go to Richard Morris's page, easylowcarb.com, easylowcarb.com, he has a blog post there on how to do a plot a glucose curve. And it basically tells you, after you take a baseline before you eat, and then after you eat certain numbers of times and get blood sugar and ketones, and you'll see. I mean, it doesn't take long, but I don't have the number off the top of my head. Maybe Richard can chime in here and provide that information. Hello from Straya, Trevor. And Caroline Meyer, hello from Germany. You guys changed lives. Well, thank you. We certainly changed ours. Yeah, Michael Cunningham replied to Cindy about the medication thing and fasting. Talk to your doctor and find out if you have to have food because meds upset your stomach, or if they want you to have food to absorb better. George Dowker, my neighbor. How you doing, George? Good to see you. Yeah, so as I mentioned on Facebook, I did a heavy cream day yesterday, to get over the first hump day of fasting, and that was great. And this morning I woke up a little bit hungry, had my salt and water, coffee, and everything's fine. So I'm doing a water fast today, a water and salt fast, and probably tomorrow too. Julie Shepard. Hello from Waterloo, Iowa. Trevor Harding, that was me being a bogan. Fellow Australians will know what I mean. A bogan, B-O-G-A-N. I never heard that. Never heard that. Oh, you know what? I might have to refresh this chat from Restream.io to get the Facebook messages. I'm just learning all this stuff. Here we go. Web chat. Get a web chat link. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. Didn't refresh that. Hey, Karen Ogilvy, good to see you too. Who says Richard called me a redneck? Really? Are you talking to me? Oh, are you talking about bogan? Is that what a bogan is, Richard? Okay. Yeah, bogan is a redneck. I gotcha. It's an Aussie term. Yep, we're all learning together. That's the beauty of this thing. We never said we were doctors or experts. How much heavy cream did you consume? Like a few times through the day? I'm gonna say quarter of a cup, maybe total. Like a couple tablespoons in each setting, in each serving. So not a whole lot, not a whole lot. But what it does is it really quells hunger, and that's the goal for me the first day of a fast. Just to be clear about fasting, um, if you take food of any kind, heavy cream, butter, broth to a lower extent, your your autophagy level isn't going to be optimal. So that's the theory anyway. But you'll still lose weight, right? So if you want to fast for weight loss, you can have heavy cream, you can have butter, bone broth, whatever. You're still going to lose weight. If autophagy is your goal and you want to maximize the amount of autophagy that happens, best to stick with water, salt, black coffee, that kind of thing. Okay, that's just straight from Megan Ramos. Trevor Harding, seriously, thanks for all you guys do. I'm definitely lazy keto, but your podcasts keep me motivated, informed. Great, Trevor. Curious how the fat fast worked. Yeah, it worked. It's my good first day back strategy. And make no mistake, I've been keto the whole time, right? I've just been eating more meals, like 2 meals a day, and pretty much staying at the same weight. I have a pre-fasting day weight, which is 5 pounds heavier than a post-fasting day weight. So it's all water. So yeah, like 5 pounds came off yesterday, but it's all water. But that means that all of the fasting that I did before worked. I only put on back a few pounds after that last pork belly fast. Pork belly fast, you know what I mean? My one meal, excuse me, my 1 meal a day pork belly. I have to find a better place for this. Let's see. I don't have a stand for my phone. I gotta look at it. Maybe that'll work better. Okay. Carolyn Meyer, after 5 days fast before Easter, I'm back at my pre-fasting weight, just eating keto and not even overeating. I'm plateauing since months now. My macros are cool, and IF daily. Any advice? Yeah, do it some more. Just do more of that. Your body is going to fight to keep you at a set weight, and the only way to fight back, well, the most effective way to fight back is more IF and extended fasting. That means you're severely insulin resistant, and you need things to reset and readjust for a while. And also, just don't get discouraged, right? Just don't give up. Don't go back to carbs. Keep calm and keto on. And keto on when you eat and fast when you can. That's my advice. Hey, I'm glad you found us on Twitch. Twitch is pretty cool. That it started as a gaming, well, it is really a gaming streaming platform for people who play games and stream it and talk at the same time. And now I know a guy from Microsoft who's using it to show, coding sessions with other people. So he has people remote into his machine, and then they pair program, they write code together and talk about it. And it's very, very popular. Twitch is very popular. One of the reasons is if you have Amazon Prime, you don't get ads. So you guys might have noticed, maybe it's happened already, maybe it hasn't, I don't know. But when I use, excuse me, when I use Restream, which is the tool that I'm using to broadcast out to Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Twitch, Restream puts ads in, and we have no control over the ads. So we just want to say, right, Richard? We just want to say that, any ads that you see during these streams, we're not endorsing them. They just have to happen because that's how it stays free. But oh, cool. All right, we are on all 4 platforms. Thank you, Richard. But if you have Amazon Prime, and use Twitch, you don't see the ads. So there you go. Little tip for you. Caroline Meyer says, I'm keto since a year. That's great. Yeah. Keep calm, keto on. Richard, you should be posting those comments on Facebook or YouTube. Richard Morris is in a back channel with me and on Skype, and he has some things to say. And by the way, we're going to try to get Richard on Skype on this live stream. It's just more tests and technology that we have to do, but we are the 2 keto dudes. This isn't the Carl show, so we want to be doing this together whenever we can. So my goal for the day is to keep calm and fast on, water fast, and maybe next week I'll go down to RD86 and do some food streams from the kitchen. Maybe we'll cook up some chorizo queso and deep fried chicken skins or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking about doing another Keto Mini Fest down at RD86 at the end of May 26th, Saturday. And I'm thinking it's going to be bacon wrapped deep fried lamb chops, because I love those. All right, John Roach. Love the podcasts. Sometimes the science is a little heavy for my brain. Started listening. Yeah, mine too. Started listening to y'all in December. Down 58 pounds as of this morning. Keep up the great work. That's awesome. Awesome news, John. How's your A1C? Ben Gallagher says, G'day, guys. Love the podcast and the abundance of information you 2 guys have been able to continually post. I'm so grateful for being introduced to your channel. Great. We're glad to help. Glad to help. Tony says, I found that I was overdoing it on the Splenda. It was killing my weight loss. I was sneaking in way too much. I quit the sugar and coffee creamer, gum, and drinks. Good, Tony. Very good. Hey, Melanie Miller, look at how much you have slimmed down since last year. Keep rocking it out. Thank you, Melanie. Yes, I know. And, The scale hasn't moved, but clearly something's going on here. So keep calm and keto on. That's what I got to say right there. Hey, and Richard Morris is on Facebook Live now. I'm planning to do a Keto Mini Fest in Canberra sometime after Keto Fest. Yes. We want, oh, Marcy. Hi, Marcy. Bacon wrapped deep fried lamb chops. Oh my God, we are there. Yeah, it's going to be very good. I have a reputation for doing good ones of those. Debbie says, listen to the Dr. Barry podcast at the park today. Really made me laugh. Well done, guys. Yeah, he's great. Donnie Lockett says down 40 pounds since January 15. Well done. Well done. Hey, where are all the people that say, I went keto and I nearly died. I wound up in the hospital. Where are all those people? Because, and I went keto and I had a heart attack. I never hear that. What? So, all right. I'm sorry for anybody who has had an ancillary heart attack. I didn't mean to diss you. Just making an observation. Yes, mugs with our mugs. Yep. Vera says, thank you for all your contribution to the keto community. You're welcome. And thanks for acknowledging us. Oh, Ben Gallagher says, started keto January 1st at 113 kilograms. April 9, 15 weeks later, and my birthday, I weighed in at 96.3. Well done. 16.7 kilograms lost and still counting. That's awesome. And Tony Kazmierski on Facebook says, my scale hasn't moved, but my waist is down 2 inches. You really have to throw away the scale. Yeah, that's true. Oh, George Dowker. Big Belly Kelly's Barbecue in Uncasville serves fresh fried pork crackling as appetizers now. I want you to meet them and talk about doing Keto Fest. He will change his sauce to sugar-free. Well, that's great. Great. Too bad I'm fasting today. But yeah, I'll go up there and talk to them. John Gillenwater from Facebook. People still try to tell me that keto is not good for you. I asked them, why have you never told me the cake and chips are unhealthy for me? Yeah, exactly. Where were you when I was stuffing my face with Ben and Jerry's, right? And Twinkies. Everybody's like, oh, go ahead, you deserve it. Have some cake, have some pie, life's short. Where were my friends that were concerned about my health then? Yeah. But you put a little butter on your steak and everybody loses their shit. Cindy Brown, my A1C went from 8.4 in November to 4.7 in February. Keto is everything. Fantastic. Fantastic. Richard says, I lost almost 5 pounds today. All I did was ride to university on a warm day, and because I was late, I fanged it. I guess that means ran really hard. 5 pounds in hydration change likely. Yeah. Gary Hansen, A1C from 7 to 5.1. Wow. Weight from 298 to 218. Oh, wow. In 1 year. That's great, Gary. Fantastic. Sael says, most people think of keto as a weight loss diet, but the vast majority of my benefits came from eliminating other chronic issues. Right. Severe back pain, tooth pain, migraines, nosebleeds, poor sleep, etc. Zukej says, went on keto last year for 8 months, lost around 15 kilograms, felt great. Thinking of getting back. Yeah, definitely. Why not? Kevin Mountain says, because of keto, Kevin Mountain, my cataracts and hemorrhages in both eyes are now gone. For those who don't know, Kevin Mountain is Beau of Brenda Zorn, who's one of our longtime friends and an absolutely amazing woman. And Kevin has gone keto with Brenda, and they cook for each other. And he's on dialysis, and he has had kidney failure, but all sorts of great things have happened to him. Tamara Jo Palmer, how about a Midwest Keto Fest? Gurnee, Illinois, location would draw from Chicago and Milwaukee and all the burbs in between. I believe Brenda Zorn's doing one in Minnesota. She wants to do a mini fest there. And we would we would like to talk to anybody who wants to put on a Keto Fest. We're not going to do it for you, but we have guidelines if you want to use that brand, and we'll help you promote it. Talk to us offline. James Basul says, down 15 pounds since easing into keto. Thanks partly to you guys since Valentine's Day. Many thanks. Any experience with adrenal fatigue? Had my first bout yesterday. Adrenal fatigue is something that happens to people who have elevated insulin and blood sugar and type 2 diabetes and obesity. I mean, you're basically your adrenal glands are burned out because they overproduce. And when you go keto, you give them a break, right? And if you're fasting, however, adrenaline is going to go up. Maybe Richard can talk a little bit more to that. But I think just going keto is probably the best thing for adrenal fatigue. Debbie Seguini says, I'm due blood check next week. Cholesterol is included. Should I go fasted or eat that day? Eat high fat for 3 days if you want your doctor to be impressed with your cholesterol. Listen to the shows we did with Dave Feldman and go to cholesterolcode.com. He has discovered an inversion pattern, whereas the 3 days before your blood test, if you eat mostly fat, like 5,000 calories of mostly fat, ketogenic ratios, the 3 days before your blood test, your numbers will look great. I did it, and it's true. Yeah. Richard says, ask Siobhan Huggins or Dave Feldman about that. Caroline Meyer says, Keto Fest brilliant, sounds great. Are you gonna? Hey, Jeff Sear. Keep coming, keto on, Jeff Sear. Jeff Sear is a very prolific blogger via Facebook and talking about his journey, which is just astounding. He lost a lot of weight and had a lot of other issues that sort of cleared up when he went on a ketogenic diet. And he's an inspiration. Good to see you, Jeff. Yeah, so anybody who wants to do their own Keto Fest or mini Keto Fest, just talk to us, right? We have guidelines and we have ways that we can help. Let's see what our numbers are right now. I'm a numbers guy. We have 21 people on YouTube. We have 4 people on Twitch. Somehow we're not counting the Facebook Live and Periscope people, but I know people are on there. So, So what else? What else can I tell you guys? Do you want to stick around while we try to get Richard Morris on the call? Would that be good? I didn't want to, go online and then everybody sees us messing around with 45 on Facebook. Everybody sees us messing around with Skype, right? All right, let's do that. Richard, are you ready to try this? I'm gonna have. Oh, he says nope. I'm studying at the moment. Okay. All right. We'll test it later. We'll test Richard out later. Everybody's like, yeah, we want to see Richard. He's studying. Okay. Richard's a studious student. We need to let him be so he can get his PhD. And then when he says, we're not doctors, I can say, well, one of us is. He says, sorry, let's test in private. Yeah, I agree. Let's do that. Oh, Richard has midterms next week. So, yep. Bid Now says, when you answer a question from another platform and I'm watching on YouTube, it feels so voyeuristic. You need to put up some blinds to complete this experience. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. All right, George, got to go. Work day. So what do you want to see? What do you want to hear? What can we do for you, peeps? What would you like to see us do down at, or see me do down at RD86, down at the test kitchen? What kinds of things should I do? I mean, I want to just do simple cooking demonstrations down there. That's what I want to do. Peggy Woodson says, I love your podcast. Well, thank you, Peggy. She's a friend of Brenda Zorn. When is the family podcast coming out? I knew you were going to ask me that. Yes, uh, it shouldn't be long now. Basically, we're setting up on Libsyn, our podcasting section. I have to have a consultation with Karen and Mark just to make sure all their metadata is correct, and then we have 3 episodes that we can publish. So it shouldn't take long. Hopefully over the weekend. Yeah. Ooh, Paul Sturgill says Keto Chopped Challenge. I really want to do that. One of my favorite shows in the world is Chopped. I just love it. I'm addicted to it. And on Amazon Prime, there's like 36 seasons or something like that. And it's basically people compete and then get judged. Maria Amodeo says, Hi, Carl. I live in New London County. I understand there's a support group in that area. Where can I get more info on that? Maria, it's Meetup, MEETUP .2keto.com. That's the new ketogenic, the new London County ketogenic user group, a meetup group. Debbie, whoop whoop, very excited about that. Anything keto in your test kitchen, right? Lynn Hallworth, hiya from the UK. When is Keto Fest coming here? When you make it happen in the UK, Lynn. Are you gonna do that? Because I'm not gonna come over there and do it. No. Cool. Tom Ceased. This is all on Facebook, you, the rest of you. Tom Ceased says, sorry it took me so long to get here. No problem, Tom. Tom is a titan in the low carb world, in the ketogenic world. He's lost over 300 pounds. He can't even count how many pounds he's lost, and does a lot of fasting and bicycle riding and stuff. Debbie says it would be good to see people like Carolyn Ketchum cook for you. All right, now I'm going to have to Google Carolyn Ketchum. Yeah, the chopped idea is great. First you got to find people who can cook ketogenic, and then you have to, you know, Robert Ramsay from RD86 is a secret weapon. I mean, he's been using French techniques to cook for so long. He doesn't like to use processed foods. He he's embracing the keto food thing. It's great. Mark Dixon says, Hey dudes, been following you since starting keto. I'm 9 weeks in and lost 47 pounds so far. Love the Two Keto Dudes podcast and the Obesity Code podcast. I've got over 140 pounds to lose. Could do with more stories from folks who have lost a lot of weight, motivation, psychology of losing that kind of weight. Keep ketoing on, dudes. Lynn Hallworth says, I'd love to. All right, well, talk to us offline about how we can make Keto Fest happen in the UK. Linda says, I'm having gallbladder issues. Doctor says not to eat fat, but I still have good fats. They are really pushing surgery. Any advice? I'm in ketosis and fat adapted. Talk to Kim Howerton in Kim's group. I think it's Completely Keto, is it? I can't remember. There's so many groups. Let's see. Yeah, Richard says, sorry, I have midterms next week and organic chem is kicking my ass. Have my head in the books at the moment, maybe next week after exams are done. Bid now says the objective is to develop a template to reproduce the program at other locales. Yeah. Take surveys and question the participants with this in mind. Yeah, I would recommend to anybody who wants to do a mini fest or keto fest to start a meetup group like I did in New London. And just by putting it on meetup.com, people will find it and sign up. And then you'd have an event and you publicize it, and everybody who's signed up gets a notification, and that's up. And that's the way it goes. So that's how you develop a community. And then after the community, after the meetups have gone, and you've done a few successful meetups at restaurants or whatever, then you can have a mini fest. All right, guys, I am going to call it a day here. Thank you for hanging out with me and testing the platform. We know it works, and now we can do more with it, hopefully. And we'll get Richard on here next week. I'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye bye.